What is up, you guys? I've got an awesome video for you today. I have wanted to do this to the Grom forever, ever since I got the thing. At first, the reason why I didn't is because I didn't want to spend the money. Second, I absolutely love my foot brake. For any of you out there that are learning wheelies, I recommend to just master the foot brake before you even think about going with a handbrake. Once you get that strong foundation built up with the foot brake and that muscle memory, it will help you across the board with all bikes and riding in general. But it's time to start a new chapter, and in today's video, we're gonna be installing a handbrake setup on my 2018 Honda Grom. So this setup is going to be budget friendly, and it's honestly like one of the cheapest setups that I could put together. So let's get right into this. I'm excited to show you guys what I got. All right, we're gonna start out with the bubble wrap. I've had this for a very long time. Actually, both of these I've had for a very long time. Woohoo! Check it out, guys. We got the Z&Z rear caliper bracket. Shout out to my boy Daniel. Gotta rep the home state. This is a super simple, effective design, and it's what I wanted to go with. Some of those fancier ones are just ridiculously expensive. And guys, this is all you need. This allows you to use the 636 caliper, and that is exactly what we got. So in this box right here is a compilation of different parts that I put together to make this setup work. You can buy almost all of this on eBay. Actually, I think this is all bought off eBay. But we have our brake line, nothing fancy, it's a Grom. We have our front master cylinder set up. This is our handbrake right here. Simple enough, and it'll get the job done. Moving on to some bling, we have our one finger clutch, another eBay product. Guys, this stuff will all be linked down below, but I figured we couldn't just go with black. We had to show off some bling, and the black and gold is just gonna be the theme to come on this bike. Now that's gonna take some getting used to. I'm used to that long factory stock lever, but I gotta say, I bet this is gonna feel really good. It's got a few different adjustment points, and this should really allow for a nice clutch up. And last but not least, we have the 636 caliper. Now you can use any caliper from 2003 up to 2006. So you can find these on eBay pretty cheap, and this one's cleaned up pretty nice. There's actually a page on eBay that sells pretty much all of this stuff, so I'll go ahead and link that down below. That way if you want like a one-stop shop, you can get everything from that link. Like I said, I just pieced this kit together, all on eBay, minus the Z&Z caliper bracket. But yeah, this was pretty much the most affordable way to do it, but we're gonna go ahead and slap this caliper onto the bracket and start moving things over there, because we're gonna install this tonight. All right guys, to start out, we're gonna go ahead and throw this bracket on. It just sits like this underneath, and we have to take the axle out because the axle pokes through here. And there's plenty of thread on that axle to incorporate the bracket, so don't worry about that. A little bit easier now that we got some anti-seize on there. Ow. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I was worried this was going to interfere with the chain adjusters, but you can still get in there just fine. That looks good to me. I want to torque this to like 40, 45 foot-pounds. This is all 14 millimeter, by the way. This thing should just slide in here. Famous last words, right? Well, it did. Awesome. Heck yeah. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to take the axle back out because this washer has to sit behind this bracket in order to give it the proper spacing in between that caliper. All right, now let's see if we have the proper clearance. Boom. Perfect clearance. That's what I like to see. Well, we have the handbrake caliper all mounted up. I still need to tighten down the bolts, but for now, I like the way it turned out. The wheel still moves freely, and I've got the perfect gap between the pads. And I have the factory washer and the washer that's included with this bracket in between the bracket and the swing arm, and that gave us the perfect spacing between the pads there. And now it is time to work on our control center. It's kind of worked out because my clutch lever looks like Captain Hook's. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and replace this clutch lever with the gold one finger, and we will get everything mocked up the way that it should be. And I'm hoping this all turns out good. So I will see you guys on the tripod. Woo! That's gonna look crispy. Goldie is going on. Got some bling on the bike now, little bling blingy. Oh my gosh, that feels so right. Out with the old, man. I'm excited to see how this thing feels. Peace. I have no idea what setting to start off with. I guess we'll just hit number 2. My fingers are already tired, so we're gonna try a different one. All right, let's go all the way forward, maybe. Keep it basic. See if we notice a difference. Feels better, but it's not letting me adjust this now, and it's f***ing me off. All right, let's try it all the way back. Oh yeah, there we go. So all the way back is the easiest, and that's what we're gonna rock. I like that. And this stock boot actually fits quite nice. Not bad. And we got Mr. Daddy Long over here, which I'm guessing fits somewhere. All right, let's give this another try. I guess a lot of people have the clutch on top and then the brake on the bottom, which makes sense because when you're up in the air, it's gonna be hard to do that, so you want that down lower. So long story short, guys, I wasn't aware of this. This is not a tutorial video. This is just showing you how I'm doing it, but you need to take this control off and relocate it. There we go. Looks like we can relocate it down here, no issue. There we go. All right, now we have all of this real estate available for our handbrake setup. Now that we got that moved, this is gonna sit in right here. I like where that is. Now I thought we were gonna have to cut this little thumb guard off at first, but I think the clutch is getting full pull the way it is. And I kind of like that to keep my hand rested on, so we're gonna run this for now. I think we are gonna have to chop down this brake lever. It's just ridiculously long. It sticks out way too far and it's just super unnecessary. So ideally we'll probably just grind it off right here and file it down and sand it and paint it. But yeah, I kind of like that. There's the clutch. Boom, we're up using the handbrake. So as long as everything works out here, I think that's a pretty good fit. Now included with this specific handbrake is this awesome mount for the master, so we can have that nice and organized. Take the cap off, slide our hose on there, make sure it's fully seated. Get this clamp down through here and moved where it should be, maybe. All right, I kind of like where everything is. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it down. And now that this is all set up, it is time to run the line. Funny enough, I already had my side panel off, so that's gonna be nice when routing this brake line, but we're gonna go ahead and start with this caliper. These brake lines have some plugs that you can just pull out. Go ahead and put these lock nuts on. Banjo bolt is going on. I'm just gonna follow the same path of the factory brake line. It's coming out right where this stock brake line is, and we're gonna run it underneath the tank here. Dust cap is coming out. Banjo bolt is going in. Well, you guys, I got everything mocked up. The cable is routed the way that I want it. I am pretty happy with it. As long as we get full bite with the clutch, this is gonna work out perfect. But I do not plan on bleeding this tonight because I don't wanna rage. So we're gonna pick back up with this tomorrow. I'm gonna get some sleep and we'll see you then.